I'm Christine Clisset. I'm a senior editor at Wirecutter, and I want to show you the most useful thing I have in my kitchen. When my husband and I moved into this apartment, the problem was the kitchen is really, really small. As you can see behind me, there's just a little bit of counter space. There wasn't enough storage for my kitchen equipment, and I also had nowhere to cut vegetables or prep meals. I cook 5 to 7 nights a week, and it was basically just not going to work. So my husband and I looked for a kitchen island that we could just purchase, and we had a huge problem finding something that would work in our space. We wanted something that would look clean and neat. So we wanted something with doors on it. We wanted something that wasn't open shelving. We have young kids and they would constantly pull things off the shelves. So my husband ended up building this island, which is basically 2 plywood cabinets with a wood top. I love that both of these pieces of the island are built on casters, which makes it really easy to swivel them around. I can clean easily under them. And you'll see that the island has a lot of storage in it. So this is the side where I keep all of my small appliances and Tupperware and cups for my kids that they can get to. I love this island because it provides a ton of storage space, including places for me to hide my garbage and my recycling. If you want to make something like this in your own home, you could build it yourself. You would want to use furniture-grade plywood. But if you're not handy, you could always use kitchen cabinets like the ones behind me. You would probably want to get plywood cabinets. They're stronger than ones made out of MDF. You're always going to have to put a backing on kitchen cabinets because this part would probably be facing the kitchen wall. So you want to have a backing of your choice. Then you would want to put a countertop on it. We chose one from IKEA because it was inexpensive and looks pretty good. But you could also go with materials like granite or something that's a little bit more durable. You would also want to put the island on casters, which you can get at Home Depot or Lowe's, and just screw those into the bottom of the island. So if you cobble together all of those different elements, you'll end up with something close to what I have in my kitchen. I really don't think my kitchen would work without this island. The second thing I love in my kitchen is my pegboard storage wall. This is not a new storage solution for a kitchen. Julia Child made this very famous. What I love is that it keeps very awkward and heavy items neatly stored. So I keep my heavy cast iron skillets, my Dutch oven, my weirdly shaped big paella pan that won't fit in any other cupboards in my kitchen. I can keep all of that here along with things I use really frequently, like my colander or my cheese grater. The pegboard I use is just the standard kind you could get at a hardware store, and I like it because that's a pretty affordable option, and then you can paint it to match your wall. There are other types of pegboard that you could get. We at Wirecutter recommend a metal version, which is called Wall Control. I've used it and I really like it. It's a little easier to hang and it comes in some nice finishes. So if you have like a lot of chrome in your kitchen, you can get a chrome version or one that's like bright red. So I think any of those options would work really nicely for a small kitchen. The third thing I really like in my apartment that makes it super functional is this Hutch, which my husband and I bought as a wedding gift. We bought it at a vintage shop in Brooklyn. The thing that I like about it is that it stores a lot of stuff and it has different compartments to keep everything organized. I sew a lot, so I keep all of my sewing tools up in this area, and I also keep my office supply pens and things like that up here. I use another compartment to keep all of my kids' craft supplies, and this is very useful because my kids can just go directly in and get what they need. And then this side acts as a bar, and I don't actually use it very often right now, but I will at some point. And then down here is all of the extra kitchen equipment that I can keep down here, so casserole dishes and other kinds of bulky items. And then in here, these are my junk drawers. Everybody needs junk drawers, and these are my junk drawers. So if you want to get something similar in your own home, you could of course look at vintage stores or on Craigslist. That would be a great place to find something maybe unique. If you buy something new, I think the only thing that you need to keep in mind is that you want to have something with doors because that helps hide clutter. And it's great also if it has separate compartments so that you can keep different things that you're organizing in different areas.